had a game. What happened to him having the game, man? What happened to I can't Cleveland, man, right now, and I got a game.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
Huh?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout.
What are you talking about, bro?
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Y'all ready for this? No, y'all hit it with that.
Man, I'm not getting on no freaking road company. Fuck you, bitch.
Hey.
On first down, it's Woods. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
How big is the baby coat?
2nd and 9 now.
I didn't see that. I should have sent the blitz out.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Huh? You don't know who Junior is.
It's Woods. And across midfield he goes into
No.
territory. 5 yards is the
It sound like over there.
Get off my phone, man. I'm about to take a shit. Then I'm gonna get on.
Nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to split.
That's what it sound like, man. Like nigga eating over there, boy.
Bridgewater. John Ross, the one he was looking for, to bring up 3rd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Always seems to be around the football.
Shaking embarrassed out there.
Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot.
Ah, man. Nah. Hey, one more. Man, you gotta quit the game, man. You get 3 ums a game, man. After that, you lost, man. One more. You gotta quit, cuz. I'm just saying.
Here's Bridgewater.
He caught that?
Here. It's Green. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. On first down, it's Woods. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That was a joke, man.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, he got Christian McCaffrey too?
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and
goal. He
goal.
would have had a touchdown.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch
Ah,
him.
man, come on,
It is
man.
eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him,
You gotta quit, cuz. That's too many man.
to that speed, it helps out his
Too many
body. They don't
man.
have to hold
You gotta
back
quit,
for
cuz.
long because he's just going to speed.
Ah, nigga ran right past him.
They'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but
I
the
gotta
intelligence
stop his
level of the
run.
guys
He
up
gonna
front
keep trying to keep
blocking,
running.
the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
My last name is Curry, man. Ah, man. Man, come on, man. They've been eating all day,
Set to
man.
get going. And for them a touchdown their last
Damn.
go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
This nigga been eating all day, man.
Start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The completion good for 3 on its second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's all in play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple
he got
first
that.
downs.
Oh, he got that goat Curry, huh? Curry goat.
Get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So how about that for a chain mover?
I know who winning.
Inside the 40 now for first and
I know
10.
who winning and who ain't winning.
Undercrunch. Check. Fresno.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're
Let's try this. Let's see if I can hit it with a read option.
will take the
I'm
beat
running
and
this shit.
move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Eating all day over there, man.
Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Damon was right.
Low, man. Stay light, man. Good play.
Damon was right, man. Because
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a rush like that,
that's footwork.
I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them.
Hit niggas out there with footwork.
I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long.
That should have been a fumble.
It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3.
Yeah, you know they can lose. Ah, man.
When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
His day is over. One has put him up. Him on a hot spot, man. His day is over.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Steps
I thought that was a fumble.
He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down.
You said that because you losing, man.
Possible loss into positive yardage.
Bill's winning.
Man, this game nice, man. I love this game, man. Best game ever. I can't wait to do 2K come out. I'm getting $100.
65 yards. Their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra.
We gonna eat today.
It's now 21-7. So after the punt
What's
return
that toe looking like?
let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Yee!
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's key the freeway, man. And put a beat on.
I'm about to see you and break the regular.
You put a beat on, man. So ass out of here.
No, we can't run into it. I'm here now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last go around,
Put a beat
they can't
on.
get anything going.
They had to punt from
Oh,
deep
nah, he
inside
quit.
their own
Ah,
territory, which
nah.
means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A pretty wild.
Nah, this nigga about to, what he about to do? He about to quit? What he doing?
7 our score.
He took him out for
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He has proven his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving.
I ain't play you in head in my
looking for any help.
I
I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Right there. 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Damn, so you can't use him, now you need Mike. That was it.
The Bengals drive to get going. Last time they shoot it was out here. Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
He just mad he got his ass whooped. He be all right.
Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. Try to get it to Woods.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch it off balance.
And he did. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So you know, you see him, you know it's D-Lo.
You D-Lo. I ain't D-Lo, man.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, that ain't me, man.
Now out to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jackson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Yeah, great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st down, it's Woods. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Bridgewater. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Bridgewater. And a fine green. That one good for 24 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Dancing to his left.
Damn,
and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This was more dirty. What? So is this high school highlight? Yeah. What he just that nigga before he got to his own?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
He's going to keep doing
That was a nicely run slam route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Pressure again, and down he goes again.
Let's go, Chase.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. About 3 yards there to the 27.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I ain't make that noise over here when you was playing. Oh, that's out here.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
40's the mic. 40's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
He had a 5 quarterback to get a touchdown.
Oh, wait, you won't let me switch the player from the lead.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, T. Here I go. Check 99, check 99.
Bridgewater to throw it. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he gets it.
We'll take tomorrow. I'll pick that over.
Inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return. return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. third and goal. Taylor flushed out right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Yeah, for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He's coming.
Right here.
Bridgewater now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation. Allows him to get home.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check line 54. Line 54. Watch the curve.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
How is that goal to eat touch the rim yet, bro?
Nah.
Bro, this game way too close. Yes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Damn, we should have won that.
So for the Ravens,
Let's fucking
their
go!
strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Should leave the stream off of that shit, but I ain't. That nigga suck.